In our previous video, we sailed across the Great Australian Bight into Esperance, which was roughly 640 nautical miles. And this video, we sail from Esperance to Albany down to the southwest of Western Australia and head back via car east across the Nullarbor plain, which is pretty well flat, treeless and arid country of southern Australia. We're just in Bremer Bay. We left from Esperance a couple of days ago in some gnarly swell, so we couldn't get into the anchorage that we wanted to, so we had to sail through the night and come here. We're in a beautiful spot, so look at the colour of the water. And we've got our deck tent set up. Bremer Bay is a beautiful little town. Its main attraction is the Bremer Bay Canyon with an abundance of killer whales and marine life. We missed out on the winds to get out there, but we had some really beautiful friends here that helped us out, and we got super fun little waves right in front of our boat.
Your hand grips hand as my eyes shut, and
It's a beautiful day out sailing today, so we're heading to Hassel Beach near Albany. There's been wind in our favour, no swells, sunshine and tuna caught off the stern of the boat.
break down, let's sleep, build a breakfast now, let's eat, my love, my love, love.
What are you cooking down there?
Some tuna. Tuna and what we had last night, leftovers.
Dal.
Dal.
Tuna and dal.
In my jocks.
See my love, 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 love. Muscle to muscle and toe to toe. The fear has gripped me, but here I go. My heart sings as I jump up. Your hand grips hand as my eyes shut, and
Founded in 1826, Albany became a military outpost and deep water port of New South Wales. It secured the western third of the continent for the British Crown after the French had been sniffing around in the region. It continued to be a strategically important port during both World Wars. Ben and I managed to find some time in our busy schedule, so we went on a little excursion out to the old whaling station, which has been converted into an amazing museum. Albany's gruesome whaling industry flourished for years and employed hundreds of people. But after whale oil prices continued to decline and growing pressure from environmentalists, whaling became non-profitable. On the 21st of November 1978, the whale chasers of the Shanes Beach whaling station berthed after their last whale hunt. The last shore-based whaling station in Australia had closed, and 178 years of whaling in Albany's waters came to an end. If you ever happen to be in Albany, it's well worth a look.
please don't go, please don't go. I love you so, I love you so. Please break my heart. Please don't go. I'll lead you home.
We had to drive back home for a wedding, so we hired a car and did the 2,300 kilometre drive.
Please don't go. I'll lead you home. I love you.
The Nullarbor plain is located on the Great Australian Bight coast and is definitely a true Australian outback experience. The head of the Bight is where southern right whales frequent that area from June to October beneath the 65 metre high Bunda Cliffs. We enjoyed a beautiful wedding, got some waves and did the 2,300 kilometre drive back to our floating home.
Lightning flashing from dusk till dawn, drenching rain but it's sweet and warm, staring out as the clouds take form. As you tilt your head, washing down over your lips and neck, washing away all the dust and sweat. Smell the dry grass as it's soaking wet. If we were looking at the same moon, would we be looking at each other? Would we be looking at each other? Sometimes I think I hear you clearer, using the moon.
We just skated 10k into town on our skateboards and into Albany for the farmers market. So we got all of our beautiful organic produce from the farmers markets and all plastic free. Very happy.
hanging in the air, charge breathing that we both share, a cricket chirping from here and there, energy standing up every hair. We better get up.
So at the moment we're bunkered down in Albany, in Western Australia. We've just been getting hit by front after front, and we've got about between 150 and 200 miles to get to Cape Lewin, I suppose, and to get around and start heading north. At the moment we can't go anywhere except for sail around the bays of Albany, which is nice, so we can sort of change the scenery all the time. The other day we sailed across to a bay called Whale Bay, spent the night there, which was beautiful, and then the next day we knew it was going to blow, so we thought we'd better go back on the moorings in a place called Emu Point where there's some good moorings. And on our way back we got caught. It would have been 40-50 knots, which blew us out of the bay. We were bare pole sailing at 6 knots, and me and Hannah were kind of shitting ourselves a little bit. We didn't know where we were going to end up. We ended up in a nice little refuge cove, which was quite okay. I guess it was a bit rolly, but at least we were safe. And we got blown about 7 or 8 miles out of the bay of Albany, out of safety. So that was a bit of an experience. We couldn't take footage that day, it was just too hectic, you know. It's not all fun and games.
Definitely not. When you're stuck in a small little cabin.
Well, it's whiting out there, so I reckon it's blowing 40 plus knots. It's disgusting.
Where are we stuck?
We're still in Albany.
We've been here for about 10 days now because of bad weather.
Making bread, it's rising.
How are you going to cook it back?
We'll get to that. We'll cut that hurdle when we get to it, I suppose.
Close your eyes, breathe out.
Cheers, biggies.
What'd you make, babes?
I don't know, pina colada and spice rum on a cold night. Tropical drinks.
Dreaming about the tropics. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to our channel. We are also on Patreon, which is kind of like a tip jar for us. So if you like us and want to buy us a beer, we would be totally stoked. So the link's down below. We've been stuck in Albany now for 2 weeks. Weather still looks bad for another week at least. Going a little crazy. Stay tuned to see if we ever get out of this place.